Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So today is October 15th, which most of you already know is National White Cane Safety Day. How exciting, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's some interesting facts about a white cane. Did you know that you can take a white cane through airport security, but the cane has to go through an x-ray machine?
And also, the cane used to be black, but someone was crossing the street and they couldn't see them when they were in the car driving, so they made it white so we can see it.
With a red stripe.
With the red stripe, yes.
All right, they're all different kinds of canes. Some canes are a lot longer, some canes are shorter, some canes are tall and don't come apart. And this cane is a collapsible cane, so she can pull it apart and it gets nice and small, so she can carry it around.
That's very easy to carry.
And most people who are visually impaired don't use a white cane. They're able to use their vision, or some use a sighted guide or a guide dog.
And then there's also something called a cane quest, where kids can compete using their mobility skills and their cane, and they can find different locations and win different prizes. It's called Cane Quest.
Kind of like the Braille challenge that I did last year.
All right, go ahead with your visual.
So, what is a visual impairment? A visual impairment is any kind of vision loss that makes it hard for people to see. So instead of raising your hands, can I ask you to clap your hands if you're one of the members of this audience that wears glasses or contacts, please? Not very many. Whoa, that's surprising. So anyone that clapped, you guys fit into one of the 4 categories of visual impairment. They are partially sighted, low vision, totally blind and legally blind, and totally blind as me. All right.
So here is a picture of a big eyeball. So everyone who has a visual impairment, this small little bit blue here, that's the amount of people who cannot get their vision corrected with glasses or contact lenses, kind of like Matt's.
Yeah, there is a very small portion of those people. A white cane is a tool that a person with low vision or blindness uses to travel safely and independently. This is my white cane. It has a black handle and a red end with a white ball tip.
Alright, so here is what you can do in the hallway to help out Maddie. So walk in a single file line and look where you are walking. Move out of the way of someone who is walking towards you with the white cane, because you can see them, but they can't see you. And you should stop if you're about to collide with a cane user. Never jump over a cane or step on a cane. And if you're walking with someone who is blind, make sure you tell them when you're about to leave their side.
All right, it's important to walk quietly in the hallways. I know you all know how to use zero-level voices in the halls. We're not going to stop and make chit-chat when Maddie's walking through the hallway, because she's got places to go and she's working hard when she's traveling in the hallways. When greeting someone with a visual impairment, say who you are when you're greeting them. Hey Maddie, it's Miss Courtney.
Hi, Miss Courtney, how's it going?
It's going great. And environmental noises happen, so it's important for a cane traveler to hear things like the cafeteria, a bathroom, a teacher's classroom, or people having a conversation in the hallway, so they can safely travel around that.
Please keep the hallways clean. Boots, snow pants, gloves, books, and backpacks should all be picked up from the hallway. Having unexpected obstacles in the hallway can make cane travel difficult or dangerous.
All right, so Matt's going to show you how she uses her white cane. So Matt, can you walk towards me, please?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good job.
Now, if there's obstacles in her way, it could make cane travel a lot more difficult. Maddie, come back over this way.
So that could have been dangerous. Did you see the difference?
Yeah.
So in the classroom, there's some other important things to remember. Be sure you push in your chairs when you're getting up from your desk or a table. And teachers especially, it's important to use directional and naming words so that Maddie knows what's going on. So instead of saying, your brailler is over there,
You can say your brailler is on the bottom shelf behind you.
instead of saying, it's your turn,
You can say, hey Caitlin, it's your turn.
instead of saying, your band folder is over there,
You can say your band folder is on the table by the door.
instead of saying, Mrs. Hilkert's classroom is down that hallway,
You can say Mrs. Hilkert's classroom is the third door to the right.
if you're holding a door open for a cane traveler, be sure you tell them which side, the left or the right, you're holding open. And also, don't touch someone's cane. It's a tool that is used to locate objects, and if you grab it or jump over it, it's not giving the right information that it's intended to.
And this is not a toy. This is my tool for safe travel, okay?
All right, so here is a quick video of kids explaining the importance of their white cane.
The National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
When I'm walking, I use my cane to feel the uneven surfaces in the sidewalk.
My cane allows me to find obstacles like benches or trash cans, and it also helps me find the truncated domes that tell me that I'm nearing the edge of the platform.
A lot of what I'm getting from my cane is info like drop-offs, texture changes in the sidewalk, because that can let me know if I'm heading a parking lot or a driveway. You don't need to grab me. You don't need to grab my cane. You don't need to shout at me from across the street. You don't need to stop your daily life. Just do your thing and I'll move around you.
Hello, I'm Mark Riccobono, President of the National Federation of the Blind.
Hi, my name is Oriana Riccobono. Hi, my name is Elizabeth Riccobono, and I like to play.
What do you use your cane for, Oriana?
To travel around and find stuff.
Okay, anything else?
And to help you find things that you can't see.
Okay, how about you, Elizabeth? What do you use your cane for?
It helps you touch things.
Does your cane help you so you don't trip?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Say that.
The cane helps me so I don't sweat.
Well, my cane helps me walk quickly and confidently and to avoid obstacles, and it helps me make sure that other people know that I don't see them and that they should know that I won't see obstacles that they put in the way. But the cane will find it and help me go around it because I'll know it's there. So I like it when my cane finds stuff. I like to find stuff with my cane. Mailboxes, garbage cans, steps, trees.
Tree stumps
Tree stumps. What do you hope the cane tells people when they see it?
that people can't see and they're trying to find like place to go and find where they're going.
I want people to know when they see my cane that I may not be able to see things that are in front of me, but I don't expect them to come help me unless I ask them for help. And I won't necessarily know that they're there if they don't say anything. So when they see the cane, I want them to say hello so that I know they're there, and so I can say hello back. October 15th is White Cane Awareness Day, and in the National Federation of the Blind, we're celebrating the independence and freedom that blind people get from using the long white cane and being out in the world fully participating. You can help us and the National Federation of the Blind continue.
So does anybody have any questions?
All right, let's see a couple of hands. What's your question?
My question is, what happens if your car switches
some vision, and if your vision isn't good enough that you feel safe traveling, then lots of people use a cane, even with some vision.
Like my friend Nasira.
Yeah. Any other questions?
When Maddy was walking with the backpack, she almost tripped on like one of her piece that comes out, and maybe if that was like in the ball, like she was saying that when she got attacking the ball, she probably could have fell vertical.
Yeah, the
And we
cane.
didn't want that. So.
Right. The cane can only detect so much. When it's out in front of her, that's called sweeping. So when her cane is sweeping, it doesn't hit everything that's in there. That's why it's important to keep our hallways clean, because her cane can detect it and then she can walk around it. But sometimes her cane might not hit something and then she could trip. So that's why it's so important to keep the hallways clear.
That's why we had to do that little slide little thing about it. Any other questions for us?
Maddy, I was wondering, like, is it hard for you to not be able to see?
Actually, no. No, especially with traveling, because I have this. And it's not hard to read either, because I use Braille. So, it's not that hard not being able to see.
How do you know
I honestly don't know how to answer that question. Good question, though.
She uses her cane, and she doesn't necessarily need to know if it's the right or left door, but when you're walking and talking with somebody that's using the cane, you can easily tell them that information.
With some blind people, how do they know where they're going and how to get around if they're alone?
An orientation mobility teacher is a person that like teaches me and other blind people how to use this, like the sweeping back and forth and all that kind of thing. So they basically teach us how to walk.
How to travel safely. It's lots of training, just like you guys in class learn how to read maps, right? And you learn where your house is by going there lots of times, lots of practice. Maddy has lots of practice to travel safely. She's been working with a mobility instructor for many years since she was a little baby.
how do you know, like, how does she know, like, where the folks in school are?
Because I can feel where they are.
She feels around.
Yeah, I like use like the short ones or the spoons and the tall ones and the forks. That's what I do.
She has one hand on the wall, and then she's searching around for the other forks and spoons. How does she know how to read the Braille?
Practice, 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 practice.
Just like you're in school to learn how to read too, right? You read with your eyes and Maddy reads with her fingertips. But you're reading the same stuff, just in a different way. Daniel?
So like,
How does it feel to be blind?
it feels pretty good to be blind. I actually like being the way I am because I know so much already, so I don't want to have to change that, so.
How about 2 more questions?
What if you were blind before anything that would happen?
Oh, that's a good question. Maddy, can I take this one?
Yeah.
Do you know that video we watched from the National Federation for the Blind? They actually provide free canes for people. So even if you don't have money to buy things, the school can provide it. Like Pembine Elementary is the one that bought Maddy's called Braille Note Touch. The
Plus.
technology that she uses, oh, yeah, the Plus. And then she gets a free cane every year because as you get older, you grow taller, and so she needs a cane that keeps up with how tall she is. So that's a good question.
And she has us vision teachers too to help her read the Braille, and that's part of the school as well.
Yeah. One last question.
Can I call the name and
Go ahead.
like the guy.
So as Maddie gets older, and if she's interested in things like running track or playing sports, we can get somebody up here, which is somebody who's her same age, to help her. So if somebody else is interested in running track, we might pair you up with Maddie, and you could wear a lead. A lead is just a little rope between the two of you, and you
Like you would put it on your hands.
and you practice running at the same pace. That's a good question. And then it's the lead's job to safely navigate Maddie around any obstacles that might be inside or outside.
Because we don't want anyone to get hurt.
Exactly. Really good questions. Really nice job, audience. Go ahead and close it out now.
Thank you all for coming, and I hope you have a great day.